February 8th. It is 6:30 p.m. and I am calling this meeting of the Macomb Township Board of Trustees to order. We will now say the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk Posey, will you call the roll?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Trustee Cusimano?
Here.
Trustee Lucido?
Here.
Trustee Oliver?
Here.
Trustee Nevers?
Present.
Treasurer Drollet?
Here.
Clerk Posey here. Supervisor Viviano?
Here.
All members are present.
Thank you. We will now move on to approval of the agenda. Are there any additions, deletions, or corrections? Hearing none, is there a motion to approve? Okay.
Second.
Any discussion on the agenda? Hearing none, motion by Treasurer Drollet, supported by Clerk Posey, to approve the agenda. Members, please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Moving on to approval of the bills. Is there a motion to approve the bill run?
So move.
Support.
Is there any discussion on the bill run? Hearing none, motion by Treasurer Drollet, supported by Trustee Nevers, to approve the bills. Members, please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Next item is approval of the previous meeting's minutes. This is from January 25th, 2023, and the closed session meeting minutes from January 25th, 2023. Motion to approve?
So moved.
Support.
Any discussion on the minutes?
Mr. Chairman, I noticed that the update that was given to us was not in the minutes. I understand that there was no action on the report being received and filed, and it's been my understanding that the minutes only reflect what it was done by motion and not what was said. Is that consistent with the chair's understanding of?
I'm going to defer to the clerk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that, all right. That's all I have.
Okay. If there's no more questions, motion by Trustee Lucido, supported by Trustee Oliver, to approve the previous meeting's minutes. Members, please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, moving on to public comment. This would be for agenda items only. Anyone wishing to participate remotely, please digitally raise your hand. Anyone present? I don't see anybody present. Is there anyone remotely wish to participate? No, sir. No. Okay, no one wishes to participate tonight, so we are going to move on to the consent agenda.
Mr. Chair, I move the consent agenda in its entirety.
Second.
Any discussion on the consent items? Hearing none. Motion by Treasurer Drollet, supported by Clerk Posey, to approve the consent agenda. Members, please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, moving on to new business.
Mr. Chair, I request to accept the offer of $950,000 for parcel number 200810400-025 located at 24 Mile Road in Card, or rather 24 Mile Road in Foss. Make the motion to approve.
Okay. Is there any discussion on the motion? Okay, hearing none. Motion by Treasurer Drollet, supported by Clerk Posey, to accept an offer of $950,000 for the property located at 24 in Foss, parcel number 2008104000025. Members, please vote. Motion passes unanimously. Moving on to the second new business item. So this is going to be a request for our 2023 Community Block Grant service funds and an approval of 2 separate mortar applications. So at this time, I'm going to ask for a motion, this is going to be lengthy, to award the 2023 CBDG grant monies in the amount of $2,500 to Care House $600 to Wigs for Kids, $500 to Interfaith Volunteer Caregivers, and $28,600 to the Macomb Township Senior Center. And to authorize brick and mortar applications for ADA ramps, which will have a project total cost of $162,868, and that includes a township match of $31,524 and a CBDG grant funds of $131,344. And also an application for senior center renovations for a project total cost of $185,610. And that includes a township match of $35,610 and grant funds of $150,000 even.
Ooh, I hope Leon makes that motion.
He does. All he has to do is say, "So moved." Can anybody make that motion?
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion,
Support.
as stated.
Thank you, Trustee Lucido. So, is there any discussion or questions on that particular motion? Okay, hearing none. Motion by Trustee Kuzmano, supported by Trustee Lucido, to award the CBDG grant service monies and to approve both brick and mortar applications. Members, please vote. Motion passes unanimously. And that brings us to our second public comment of the evening. Anybody present wishes to speak? I don't see anybody present. Is there anybody remotely who wishes to speak? This would be a good time to digitally raise your hand. No? Okay. Moving on to board comments. Trustee Lucido.
Nothing for me tonight.
Trustee Nevers.
Nothing for me tonight.
Trustee Oliver. I know. Trustee Oliver's got something to say.
Just a couple things. Happy to see the property go. Hope it all continues. Working away, it's gonna work. And I'm also very happy to see the people that, like Wigs for Kids and caregivers, come in and ask us for some support, because that's all tied into community. So I'm happy to see that, and that's it.
All right. Thank you, Trustee Oliver. Trustee Kuzmano.
The only comment I have is that the properties that have been sold, the only rationale I can conceive of to hold on to these properties is if there were future intent to use them as, for parks and recreation. Otherwise, you could argue that using the land as an investment, as a land bank, but I don't see that the return on investment is sufficient to characterize it as a good move for a land bank use. That's the reason why I've been voting to dispose of the surplus properties. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Trustee Kuzmano. Treasurer Gillette.
I think we need to explore a philosophy about how we approach government. I think when we have to, but instead I'll pass.
Thank you, Treasurer Gillette. Clerk Posey.
It's official that Macomb Township will be administering the Utica Community Schools special election on May 2nd, 2023. We will be getting some information from the county shortly, and we will inform the voters in that area and get them the information they need accordingly.
Thank you, Clerk Posey. For myself, the only thing I have to, I want to make sure everyone was aware that on February 20th, which is President's Day, the offices will be closed, and we will reopen the morning of February 21st at 8 a.m. So if you have business with the township, please mark your calendars accordingly. And with that, is there a motion to adjourn?
So move, Mr. Chair.
Support.
Any discussion?
Oh, no.
Motion by Treasurer Gillette, supported by Trustee Nevers to adjourn the meeting. Members, please vote.
We did it too fast.
6:39.
Beat me.
Let's see what we got.
Gosh, that was so quick.
It might take over yet before the thing actually
Nancy,
pops
you
up.
put 7:20.